Ziggity Zig talking his way to silver game number 43. This is a rehash of the live game just from the other day, and I don't get moving until because yeah, this took a long time to load. 14 seconds, 16, 17. Oh, come on. That was 20 game seconds. I am so far behind already, but I doubt that it really matters. So let's move into what I actually do here. What was that? That was kind of a weird bulk. Did I actually do that? Nope, didn't seem to. Alright. So I think that I'm still kind of in this, even though I'm not really at the moment. And of course, the regular thing that happens after a big storm and a hurricane has already happened. That happens into late October, which is, it is really friggin' warm out. So I'm quite warm at the moment. It's warmer than I expected to be. So I found him, threw this down really quick. There comes a scout by StudyBox. StudyBox is checking on my business out. So at the moment things are, yeah, alright. So there's a small army supply of Marines. I do manage to take care of that and just sort of hold that off, even though I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing and I'm not taking care of what is going on. Because at the moment, StudyBox has already got, there's a third barracks on its way, and the expansion is pretty much up. Worker supply is in my favor. Army supply is pretty much the same. It's really some of these first interactions that I want to see, because any moment now I think we'll see these Marines come over, because once my second sentry is done, that's when I see a little bit of an attack. The 3-gate robo is just about there. I've got a wall in kind of a weird place. How many is this? Oh, it's just the one. Ah, that's what I take out. That's right. Okay, so here we go. And those are 7 Marines. Let's slow down to this bit because at about this point, this is when I do a little smacky-smacky. A couple more Marines. Alright, so he was just looking for a quick win there. So let's see what happens here. I am behind in supply. Worker supply is approximately the same, and here is when things happen. I don't think he takes any of me out. Doesn't manage to. Oh, good. I was worried that I put down a nexus, but I certainly didn't seem to. 2 units and a few more resources because I lost that pylon. That kind of sucks. Army supply is about similar, because this is when, yep, so he decides to run back a little bit, or, no, there we go, so I bring over my observer. Setting out the observer first does quite well, so now I try to get, so these were the wrong kinds of force fields. I could have force fielded that much better. There, that's gone better for me. That was an okay engagement. I would like for it to have gone a bit better than that. Why am I making another? Oh, because I'm warping in another zealot. Boy, it's weird when they show up on the production side and don't really do much beyond that. So let's see what I've got. I've got 2. So I do have an observer. No, I don't. Where's that observer? Oh, right. I've got one in StudyBox's base that I'm trying to look at here. The army supply is much lower. So I really could have done something about it right there. But I didn't. Or did I? Yeah, here we go. Alright. So the thing is that I've got a pylon down there. I'm ahead in supply. How's the EPM doing? I'm way behind in EPM, but I just seem to do really well. Worker supply is about on par. I've got my second base just on its way. The army supply is still not quite at parity. Here comes the second one of these. So he has emptied these out. There is a marauder. I'm not doing anything with my robotics facility, which is annoying, because I should be doing something with that, but instead I'm not. I believe I'm making a few more gates. So he does see me and roughly know what's going on. I decided to take that opportunity to move back and not reinforce anything. He's still making some units. I am not making some more units. Oh, there we go, another three stalkers. So here we go with some range, and I've got the Guardian Shield. I'm interested in seeing what happens here, because I outnumber him. Let's watch the Losts. There goes the Guardian Shield. Now what do? He hops into both. I force field really incorrectly. I should have hopped up and taken care of that. I do not do near enough damage to this. I really should have done something here. Yeah, these bunkers just own me. Although, did I still have that? I don't know. I didn't have enough for another Guardian Shield. Had I had enough for another Guardian Shield, that would have done quite well. But up against bunkers, really what I need is just some more units. And if you look up at what I've got there, oh, I did grab in a few more, but yeah, I should have been warping in some more units as well. Still ahead, well, not quite ahead. So basically, I should have waited, or I should have done something a little sneakier. Bringing down a warp prism and just moving from back to front and going around this would have made the most sense, because had I brought down a warp prism and brought it down to right here, taken this out, it would have taken, it would have taken him quite a while to catch up to that and come back into his base. So that would have been the maneuver. When you see this at the front, I was trying to keep an eye on it, though, is the issue. And it just was not working for me. So here comes my second attempt at it. I'm still ahead, but if you look at the lost, units lost, but the resources lost, so mine are much more expensive because he's only losing some small ones. Meanwhile, what am I doing back in my base? I'm not making anything. Worker supply definitely ruining me as far as worker supply and income. Look at that. So yeah, up against a Terran with the mules, I just need to be staying on top of macro and doing a much better job than that. Here comes an Immortal Way at the back that can't actually do anything. Here comes some Zealots that also can't really do anything. So I just kept coming under and not being able to work this out. Army supplies now much lower. And I tried coming in one more time. Almost had him that time. But I just was not doing a very good job of attacking. Yep, I just didn't do it. And now I'm so far behind in income because I just do not have the work. Oh, no, the worker supply is getting a little bit better. So this is not quite saturated, and this is slightly oversaturated. But at this point I decided, alright, the frontal assault is not working. What else do I need to do? I got a Twilight Council before I got... yeah, that should have been a Colossus. Charge lots are charge lots, but that should have been a Colossus big time, because look at this just stomp-worthy army that's coming at me. And look at this, money is getting slightly out of hand. I did manage to keep my money kind of low, but that was also because I mean, keeping money slightly low is one thing, but throwing away everybody... There. Popping down some Zealots at the front, but it's just not enough, because, oh yeah, look at this. He's just bringing in his full army, and it's just going to stomp me. I just had nothing. Nothing left. Well, that's a shame. Game's lost. That's pretty bad. My average got up to 35. I am kind of pleased with that. Look at that average APM over a 17-minute game. I kind of like that. Remember when that used to be 18? And even... Anyway, I think that was the other one. But you tell me, I can't remember, because I think they switched it around where the EPM and the APM were something different. But leave me a comment down below. Send me an email, ziggyzig@gmail.com, or you can follow me on Twitter at ZiggyStarcraft. Next week upcoming is, I think, Lockout Week. So instead of playing during Lockout Week, which is nutty, I think the live game is going to be something a little different. So, stay tuned.